So the official paperwork has been signed, and we are now in the process of departing the European Union. And already it's not going particularly well. Latest news we're getting in is that the government doesn't think that they're going to be confirming or signing any official agreements until after we've actually left the EU, after the entire 2-year negotiating period is finished. After some months of saying we're not going to negotiate, we're not going to arrange deals, until after this official paperwork is filled out and signed and sent off. They're now saying actually it's going to be another 2 years after that before we actually properly agree to anything. And what we're going to be agreeing to seems to be kind of falling apart as well. The government is making a long list of demands, refusing to compromise, insisting that we get everything we want or else, and the European Union isn't willing to give us everything we want. And so we're in a position where we're saying do this and they're saying no, and then there's no possible middle ground, no compromise, no agreement at any point. The worry is that they're going to try and run it in the media and in their own press broadcasts to suggest that it's the European Parliament that's at fault, that they are just being unreasonable and not doing what they should be, and being deliberately unfair to us. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure they're not, from what I've seen. It's more a case of we're asking for more than they can realistically give. If we were to say we want all the benefits of being part of the European Union and none of the negative aspects, then every single other country in the EU would also ask for the same thing, and it would kind of fall apart. We have had many years of preferential treatment within the system, and we're now asking for even more on top of that. It's just not realistically going to work. As much as I like much of what the EU has done and does currently stand for, I feel that if we are going to be leaving, then we should do it in a better way than we are currently. And I just don't see that happening with the current government. And that's the problem that we're in now, that I would argue the actual manner in which we negotiate our departure from the EU is going to have a much bigger impact than the decision of whether or not to actually leave in the first place. And yet, the decision was made a democratic process, and the departure is very much entirely controlled by a very small number of people who weren't even democratically elected to their positions. It's not even a case of the entire government or the entire parliament, or even the government's majority in the House of Commons getting the say. It is literally half a dozen people who are running these negotiations, and doing so in a way that really only benefits a small number of multinational corporations who have made donations to their political campaigns. The rest of us are all going to be losing out as a result, and that's something that could be substantially reduced through a different negotiating tactic and a different end goal for those arrangements for our departure. But it seems that's not happening. Instead, we have 2 years of completely failed negotiation and a government that is continuing down its current path of other legislation within this country that is severely harming the lives of a large number of people. But so long as they can continue to get at least enough votes to stay in power, they don't care about the rest of us, it seems. And that's what we have to put up with for the next however many years.